Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke and this day in history. So, where does the electric cord go to shop? The outlet mall. All right, and on this day, February 3rd, 2005, Alberto Gonzales becomes first Hispanic U.S. Attorney General. On February 3rd, 2005, Alberto Gonzales won Senate confirmation as the nation's first Hispanic Attorney General. Gonzales was born in 1955 in San Antonio, Texas, the son of a migrant worker. He joined the U.S. Air Force in 1973 after graduating from high school and later attended the U.S. Air Force Academy. After leaving the military, Gonzales attended Rice University and Harvard Law School before George W. Bush, then governor of Texas, picked him in 1995 to serve as his general counsel in Austin, and in 2001 brought him to Washington as his White House counsel. In 2005, Gonzales was appointed Attorney General, the first Latino to have ever served in that post, and the highest-ranking Latino in the executive branch at the time. Prior to his appointment, he faced scrutiny regarding some of his actions, most notably the firing of several U.S. attorneys and his defense of Bush's domestic eavesdropping program. The firings became the subject of a Senate Judiciary Committee probe in 2007, and on August 27th of that year, Gonzales decided to step down. In 2009, Gonzales became a professor at Texas Tech University, where he helped the university develop a leadership program for minority students. All right. Well, I would also like to thank the following members. I would like to thank Adelaida Rangel for signing up as a new member. Thank you. Don't forget to use your perks. You can there's a website you can go to manage your wheel. And thank you to the following members who have started a new month. Thank you to Cat in a Hat, Gage T, Caddickson, Rodney Gitzel, Positively Andy, and Thomas Stambo. Stamba? I don't know how AUGH is pronounced at the end of a name, but anyway. Thank you for your support. Let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got card, wood, foam, dice, board, cube, quarter, hole, hash, house, iron, mince, wedge, lane, lodge, and putter. Putter makes me think of types of golf clubs. So does wood. So does wedge. So does iron. Now, is there another one? I'm not familiar with every club, but I got really into a golf video game at one point and learned what all the clubs were and such. So these are golf clubs. Let's just lock that in. Yeah, kinds of golf clubs. So +2 to blue. Never fails, except when it does. All right. Everyone knows that the color of the shirt you're wearing affects how well you do in connections on that category. All right. What else do we have here? I didn't even pay attention. Dice, board. Dice and board could easily be part of like a video game. Maybe a card could be a piece of a video game. I mean, if we're talking specifically about Monopoly, you could have a house. So this could be Monopoly pieces or parts of a Monopoly game. I'm not 100% convinced that's what it's going to be. So we're just not going to lock it in yet, but I have that in my head. You can cube and mince and quarter and hash. These are just ways of like cutting up food. So let's lock that in. Oh, that's one away. Dice, not hash. Oh, still one away. Okay, we're not chasing a one away. What we're going to do is find the other category. So we've got foam. Lane? Lodge? Oof. Do house and lodge go together, or I'm tempted to find out if the Monopoly thing is a category or not, but then I have no mistakes left. I'm thinking cube, hash, mince, and dice is the answer. We remove quarter. So let's see if quarter could be used to quarter someone, to lodge them, to house them, and to board them could all be verbs for giving someone a home. And then we would have hash, cube, mince, and dice. So what would that leave, to see if we're right? Because we have some overlapping categories here. It would leave foam and not quarter, hole, card, and lane. Foam, lane, card, and hole. Feels like a fill in the blank to me. What can I lock onto though? These are all so generic. Foam. Foam what? Would it be foam blank or blank foam? Lane. I can only think of Penny Lane for some reason. Card. Yeah, and that would leave board, house, quarter, and lodge, and it would leave cube, hash, mince, and dice. I mean, the other two make a lot of sense, and I don't see how these would go with them. So I don't know what this purple is, but I think it's purple, and I think I'm just going to lock it in. Memory. Okay, memory card. A memory card. Is that a game or something? I'm not sure what memory card is. Oh, memory card. Oh, duh. Sorry, I was thinking playing card, of course. A memory card, like you store data on it. All right, you plug it in, store data, like on a camera or something. Anyway, memory foam, very comfy. Memory hole. And memory lane. So, let's take a trip down memory lane. What's a memory hole? I'm not sure. Maybe there's like a hole in your memory, like you can't remember it. All right, so I think hash. No, I think quarter, board, lodge, and house is going to be our green because they're verbs. Yes, provide with a place to stay. And then cube, hash, mince, and dice is cutting up chicken or something. Cut into pieces. Okay. Yeah, that was a yikes. Just following a one away like that. I shouldn't have done that second lock in. I should have held off. And I'm glad I didn't lock in the Monopoly category because that was wrong. All right, cool. Well, let's difficulty. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, if you know golf clubs, these are the four you know. I don't even know if there's other ones, but these are the four I know. So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think it's common because I don't know that much about golf, but it's really hard to know what trivia is going to be known by some or not others. Memory blank. I don't know. I think some people are going to think of it, especially from foam, but I don't know if you're going to be able to find that easily. So purple's going to happen for most people. Just happen. Thinking of these as verbs can be difficult. We also have other we have the quarter that could end up in yellow. You could chase that, and then we have the Monopoly one. So I think we're going to have a fairly lowish solve rate, considering that I think the difficulty rating is also going to be low. So I'm going to say 2.7 difficulty, but I think we had like a 65% solve rate. Let's see. I suppose that's a hole in your memory shaped like an old man. Okay. Think of it at 2.8. Put one off there. Let's see. 72%. Okay. I don't know if this is one of those that would go up with more Americans playing. I'm only at 246,000 games in, so most Americans haven't played yet. Is it even midnight on the East Coast yet? No, it's not midnight on the East Coast yet. So, but I don't know that any of those categories would get easier just by having American cultural knowledge. So, golf is an international sport for sure. I am not unique. There's one other person who had my exact same game. It's fun to have that shared experience. All right. So yeah, most people are getting like at least of the winning games. Most people are getting blue first by a lot. Some getting yellow, green, and then purple is just 2%. I think 2% is baseline for people who get the reverse rainbow, or at least go for purple first on purpose. So you kind of figure out the whole board first. Second, it's even lower for purple. I mean, blue is so low because most people already got blue by turn two, but then it's divided fairly evenly between yellow and green, and then ever. So a lot of people got nothing, and a lot of people got only blue and yellow today. Interesting. Okay, so 8% with nothing. I bet a lot of the 8% getting nothing chased yellow and then failed, keeping quarter in it. All right, we got 7% getting only blue. We've got. So what's interesting is we don't actually have a yellow blue category. We only have blue yellow. Usually I add them up. Here's yellow blue. So I guess it could be 5%. 5% with yellow blue. 3% with just yellow. 2% with blue green. We have 1% with yellow green. That's pretty low for yellow green. Or I guess it's 2%. All right. 1% with just green. Cool. So mostly it's nothing or you get blue and maybe a spattering. All right. Yes. 39% of people made some kind of mistake on yellow. Hole is a golf term, but it's certainly not a. So not knowing that wood is a type of golf club, I suppose. I mean, the option was put 4 golf clubs together or put 3 golf clubs together with the word hole. So I don't know. I think it's just a knowledge lacking of knowledge there. Hole for a dwelling. I don't know. Card, dice, board, house. This is the Monopoly category. 11% of people did that. Quarter, house, lane, lodge. Interesting. Huh. Address words? Yeah, I don't know. All right. 50% got blue first. But this is before making mistakes. 8% did yellow with quarter in it. And then there's correct yellow. So most of the time, quarter replaced hash for the first mistake. Hole in with golf. Hole in with golf again down here. Green correct. We don't have a purple correct on here yet. That's all the way down here at 1%. Card, dice, board, cube. Card, dice, board, house. Interesting. All right. Well, that's it for connections. How did you do? Hello, let's do pips for Tuesday, February 3rd. We're going to do the easy, then the medium, then the hard. Let's play. All right, I do have a double. On the easy, those actually do tend to work out that way. But then I would need a domino that's a 2 there. So actually, no, it doesn't work out that way. So maybe... Oh, okay. So maybe this has to be a double. So that actually goes... Never mind. I wasn't paying enough attention to this puzzle. So I'm thinking... How do we add to 8? 5 and 3 is the only way. So I could do 5, 1 here, 1, 6 here, 3 blank up. Well, this isn't going to add to 2. Okay, never mind. We can't do 1, 1 in there. 1, 1's for the 2. So I think... Okay, so 1... Shoot. 1, 6 down. 6 blank in here. And then the 1, 5. I really messed this one up. I tried... I think I was trying to not think about it hard enough. That's a weird way of putting it. I didn't think about it hard enough. I thought I could just place them. And I needed to put a little bit of modicum of thought into it. All right, let's do the medium. Ooh, okay. I think it's worth drawing out where our dominoes are going to end up. Because we got some cubbies here that force those placements. So is there anything else we can learn about this? Yeah, this one here actually now has to go up. Oh, I missed this cubby somehow. All right. And these are used up, so this goes here and this goes here. Okay, so that's exactly how the dominoes go. A domino that adds to less than 4 is only the 1, 1. So that's a gimme. A greater than 4 is a 5 or a 6. We have a few options there. It's attached to an equal. One of the 4s gets thrown out, throws out the other side. This is another greater than 4 into an equal. Less than 4 into an equal. What do we have that's less than 4? 0, 1, 1, 3. So like I could do... What could I do? 5, 1 here and 3, 1 down. Makes some amount of sense. And then 5, 6, 5 down. No, because then this would be 5 blank. Shoot. Okay. That's not right. I think I need three numbers that I have two of. So let's find out what those are. So I've got two ones. Just take some notes here. So I've got two ones, no twos. Three is viable for doubling. Four we can't because it's all in the same domino. Five we got three of actually. And six we can't. Okay. So one, three, and five end up in here. The only thing we'll have an extra of is a five. So two of our fives are used in here. We've got two greater than fours using the other five and the six. So this 6, 5 actually, hold on. So the 6, 5 has to use the 5. So what am I saying? This is confusing me. I need a 1, 3 or a 3, 5 or a 1, 5 here. So it could be the 1, 3 or the 1, 5. I'm just gonna test this out here. That would force the 3, 4 to go here, and then the 1, 5 to go up. That's okay so far. If this doesn't work, I'll try the 1, 5 there. Those are the two options. So now I have to throw out this blank, and I have nowhere to put it. Oh no, I have the 5 still that I can repeat. Right. So that's a blank 5. And this is a 5, 6. And then the 4, 4 goes there. Okay, that actually worked out. Alrighty. I don't know if you could have done it with the 1, 5 here. It doesn't seem like it though, because of how this worked out, but I don't know for sure. Cool. Let's move on to the hard. All right, I'm going to draw this out as well. It really helps me. That's forced. That forces that, which then forces that. This is forced, which forces that. Okay, that comes in. That forces this. This comes in, which forces that. This is now forced there. And this could go either way. Okay. So I've got a few blanks, 2, 4, and 6 that could go there. How many ones do I have? I have a 1, 4, a 1, 5, and 1, 6. 4, 5, or 6 up there. This has to be a double. So how many doubles do I have? 5, 5 is the only one. I'm double checking because sometimes I miss things. I think it's got to be the 5, 5. Okay, so that's just given. Now, how many other 5s do I have? I've got 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 4. So 1, 4, 6. I don't know which one belongs there. But I don't have another double, which means I do know actually that this goes here and this goes here. Okay. So we know the domino placements at least. This adds to 2. What do we have 4 of? Might be another question to ask. So let's do this. I've got 3 times 0. I'm going to exclude this just because it's forced. I've got 3 times 1. Maybe I should do this all in one text box. I don't know. Anyway. 3 times 1. I've got 2s. I've got 1, 2, 3. 3 times 2. Okay. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 times 5. And one more. How many 6s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this add to 11. 9. Oh, wait, hold on. 20. Sorry, 22. This should add to 22. 3, 6, 9, 12. Plus 9 is 21. Did I miss something then? Shoot. Okay, I'm one off. How many zeros do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should mark them off as I count. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3. How many 2s do I have? 1, 2, 3. How many 4s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 4s. Okay. I thought that was it, but it's actually 5 4s. How many 5s do I have? 1, 2, 3. I got 4 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed a 3 up here. What did I do here? I skipped 3 entirely. I have a 3. Okay. Okay, so let's move. I just skipped 3. That was the issue. 1 times 3. Okay. Sorry, I think I had to take the time to do that because we've got a lot of equalses going on here. So the only things that could go in here are the 6 or the 5. Now, do I have any needs? I do need one more 5 up here. So I can't actually use the 5s, right? Oh, no, not 5. Sorry, 4 or 6 goes in here. 4 or 6 goes in here. Never mind. Are there any needs for a 4 or a 6 elsewhere? Not that I can tell. Shoot. Okay. So what comes off of a 1, though? I can erase all of this. I don't need to be crossing out all those. So what comes out of a 1? We've got a 4 coming out of 1, a 5, and a 6. Okay. So that doesn't really help me. Could still be 4 or 6. Greater than 3, I don't think would help me too much, would it? 4 is with 0, 1, 2, 5, and 6. 6 is with 0, 1, 4, 5. My thought is to put a 4 into a greater than 3, which would then give us this 1, 6. And then I have a 6 blank that could go here. I could do almost the same thing with 4s, but anyway. Then my final 6 is a 6, 5. This is kind of why I wanted to do that way. And so I actually, this is a problem. No, it's not a problem. I actually have a 5 for up here. And I have a 5 for here. So I have a 5, 4. And a 5, 1. Ooh, the 1's going to be using a 4 as well. Hold on. So I've got to use either both 1s here or a 2 and a 0. So I could do the 0, 4 here and then the 5, 4 down. That leaves the 5, 1 here with the 1, 4 here, and that leaves the 4, 2 there with the blank 2, and that actually worked. Okay. Interesting. I guessed the 1, 6 just because basically what I did is I said, well, this greater than 3 is probably a 4. And then this greater than 2 is probably a 3. They do that a lot. I don't know if there was a way to prove that had to be true. Maybe there was some way to sum up stuff. But yeah, so the 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we end up with a 4 here and then a double and a double. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know when 1, 4 would have broken here. It might have been, you might have had to fill out a lot of it for that to break. And I guess I'll mention that this is an hourglass picture. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Tuesday, February 3rd. Let's play. That's incredible. Maybe wow. Makes a mistake. Errors. Piece of cake or spill the beans are idioms. And it's an or, so it shouldn't be plural. So it's just idiom. Cool in a throwback kind of way. Don't know. C1. Oh, maybe retro. C1 down. With 9 across, something you might wake up from and go, huh? A weird dream? Wow, okay. Well, let's look at the clues we didn't get. So we did one down. What's spoken into a fast food intercom? Your order. Pen is write. So you pen something, you write it. OpenAI product that creates video clips based on prompts is Sora. Then one across flipped upside down is mom. Okay. Well, that went very quickly. How'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is on key. So like keyboard key or key to open doors or key music. In tune. I don't know. On key. The Florida Keys. We're doing like SH or TH. Galore is here. That's interesting. Boo. Care. Carrot. So these might be keyboard keys like asterisk. And yeah, asterisk. Shift should be here somewhere. Control. Why am I not finding these? There's a lot of keyboard keys. On the keyboard or something. Let's see. I think I see key. I don't know. We've got hashtag. Are we calling that a hashtag now? Okay. Bracket. Tilde. What the heck is our symbols maybe? Yeah, these are symbol. Okay. Underscore. And that's it. Okay. No hint needed. Didn't get spanogram first, but whatever. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is global. We need to find the country. So I'm going to start with Germany. For whatever reason, I find Germany to be a nice start. So we are 17,365 kilometers away from Germany. That is very far. I'm thinking of going New Zealand and going from there. When it's that far away, it's almost always New Zealand or some random Pacific island, unfortunately. But luckily, it was just New Zealand today. Told you Germany was a good start. You get it in two. All right, well, that was very quick. That's not typical of me, but happy to have found it in two. And how'd you do? Let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's game is going to be. All right, we've got Waffle, suggested by Lori Piper. So if you would like to play along, then there's a link in the description. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link to Wordle right at the end of the video. Just click right in the middle. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.